When people ask me why so many buyers are leaving Los Angeles for Santa Barbara, they usually expect a quick answer. They think it's about the weather, or the ocean, or the beautiful town, or real estate prices. But that's rarely how the conversation actually starts. Most of the time, it starts quietly. Someone will say something like, "We didn't think we'd ever leave LA." And there's usually a thoughtful pause after that. What would it feel like if it were just a little bit easier? Today, we're talking about why so many buyers are making this move, not from a trend perspective, but from a real human conversations I hear over and over again. And if Santa Barbara has been on your mind, even in the background, I think parts of this will sound familiar. One of the first things people notice when they spend more time than a weekend in Santa Barbara is that time feels different here. It's slower, but not in a boring way. It's less fragmented. In Los Angeles, even good days are broken up. You might have a great morning, then sit in traffic. You might have a nice dinner plan, but it takes effort to get there. Simple things require coordination. Over time, that constant negotiation with your schedule becomes normal. When buyers come to Santa Barbara, they often say, "I didn't realize how much time I was spending just getting from one thing to the next." Here, life is more contained. Errands don't feel like projects. Meeting friends doesn't require a strategy, and you don't need a plan for everything. What's interesting is that people don't necessarily do less here. They just feel less drained doing it, and the days feel more continuous. For people who have spent years operating at a high level, that difference is bigger than expected. In Los Angeles, there's a constant background hum, and even when life is good, there's always something pulling at your attention. Somewhere you should be, something you're late to, something you haven't optimized yet. It's not always stressful, but it's always on. When people spend time in Santa Barbara, that hum quiets down because fewer things are competing for your focus. Buyers tell me they feel more present here. They're not multitasking as much. They're not constantly checking the clock. They feel like they get more done here because they get time back since they are not in the car as much. A lot of them don't realize how heavy that mental load was until it's gone. Santa Barbara doesn't demand urgency, and it doesn't reward overscheduling. It gives you space and then gets you out of the way. For people who are used to being in motion all the time, that can feel strange at first. But for many, it's the first time in years that they feel like their nervous system actually settles. Why Santa Barbara specifically? Why not somewhere else along the coast? Why not a smaller town? Why not somewhere completely different? The answer is subtle. Santa Barbara still feels connected. You're close to Los Angeles without being consumed by it. If you need to get back to LA for work, you can make it happen. You're close to major airports, healthcare is strong, and infrastructure works. You don't feel like you've stepped away from the world. At the same time, Santa Barbara has clear edges. The ocean, the mountains, limited growth. Life doesn't sprawl endlessly here. That containment creates a sense of grounding. People often say it feels like a real place. A place where life can actually settle into a rhythm. This move isn't perfect. Santa Barbara doesn't offer the same volume of options as Los Angeles by any means. There aren't endless restaurants, there isn't constant novelty, and some people miss that at first. But here's what surprises people. After a while, many people say, "I didn't realize how much choice was actually exhausting me." In Santa Barbara, fewer options feel simpler, not limiting. You stop optimizing every decision, chasing the next thing, and you settle into what's here. This creates a different relationship with your time. For people who choose Santa Barbara intentionally, that trade-off feels grounding. For people who expect it to feel like a quieter version of LA, it can feel underwhelming. That's why intention matters so much here. In my experience, this move works best for people who are ready for a different relationship with their lives. People who value quality over quantity, who want space, not isolation, but breathing room, and who are less interested in impressing and more interested in enjoying. It doesn't mean ambition disappears. People still work hard here, and they still care about excellence. But ambition stops running every part of the day. Santa Barbara doesn't push you to be someone else. It gives you the space to be who you already are without as much noise. If you found yourself thinking about Santa Barbara, even casually, there's usually a reason. It's rarely about escaping Los Angeles. It's about choosing a different pace. This move works best when it's thoughtful, not reactive. That's why I offer private relocation conversations for people who are considering this shift, not to sell you on Santa Barbara, but to help you understand whether this place actually supports the way you want to live. Email me at info@emmyluxuryhomes.com. And if this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear that, because most people don't wake up one day and decide to move here. They feel it first, and then they start asking better questions.